Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph, and this, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and make sure that you guys turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. We got the Yankees taking on the Kansas City Royals. This is our second Yankees game that we have done this year, and we shall see how things do go tonight. Gerrit Cole is going to be making another start for the New York Yankees. Really excited to see how he looks out there on the bump. He did pretty good in his last game, and that was his only game that he pitched in, but he pitched very well overall. Only had 2 strikeouts, but he did go 6 innings, and he also allowed 2 hits as well. The Kansas City Royals on the other side, they actually made a move today. Former Philly, Bailey Falter, was designated for assignment, and they ended up recalling Mason Black from AAA Omaha. And so, curious to see how that works out for them tonight. Noah Cameron, though, is going to be on the bump. We also heard that Matt Strahm is on the 15-day IL for the Kansas City Royals, and that's a big-time loss for them because they got him during the offseason, and they expected him to be one of those like high-leverage left-handed pitchers, sort of like he was with the Philadelphia Phillies. But for him to go on the injured list, that's a big loss for them. That's really brutal. And this is a team that also doesn't have Carlos Estevez. They're missing Chris Bubich and Cole Reagan, so they are hurting. So they're calling it right knee inflammation. He received an injection about 6 days ago and has not pitched since then. So yeah, they've definitely had their share of injuries for sure. But Noah Cameron is going to be on the bump. So far this year, a 2-3 record and a 4.72 earned run average. But in his last outing against the Seattle Mariners, he looked really good. He gave the Kansas City Royals a chance to just try to win the game. He went 6 innings. He gave up 4 hits. His command looked really good. He also struck out 8 batters, and he gave up just 2 walks. But he pitched very well, and he's looking to try to do a similar sort of performance against the New York Yankees tonight, and we'll see how things do work out for that. Final score predictions, please let me know down below. PJ is here. What's up, PJ? How you doing? Good to see you on here. And Haley is also here as well. Let's go, Haley. Shout out to you. Fist pumps all around. Yes. So, should be a fun game. I got the Yankees winning this game tonight. I have them winning by a score of 6-3. Gerrit Cole, I think, is going to go at least 5 innings tonight. I think that Noah Cameron is going to go a little bit less than 5, but we'll see how things work out. What else do I want to say? Let's talk about the starting lineups for tonight's game right now. So for the New York Yankees, they have Paul Goldschmidt batting leadoff. Ben Rice is batting second. Aaron Judge is batting third. And then it's Cody Bellinger fourth. Ahmed Rosario fifth. Sixth is Anthony Volpe. Then it's Ryan McMahon and Jose Caballero, who's batting eighth. And Austin Wells is going to be batting in the 9 spot. So once again, for the New York Yankees, they have Paul Goldschmidt, Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, Ahmed Rosario, Anthony Volpe, Ryan McMahon, and Jose Caballero, and Austin Wells playing out at Kauffman Stadium. And that is the lineup for Aaron Boone and the New York Yankees. For Matt Quatraro and the Kansas City Royals, it'll be Maikel Garcia, Bobby Witt Jr., Vinny Pasquantino, Sal Perez, Carter Jensen, Lane Thomas, Jack Caglione, Michael Massey, and Isaac Collins as their starting 9. And on the bump for them is Noah Cameron. The crew chief for tonight, it'll be Trip Gibson behind the plate, Ryan Blackney over at first, Marvin Hudson at second, and Nick Marley is playing over at third base. Front Office Sports actually just tweeted this out. This is interesting. I didn't even see this. But apparently, the New York is giving out, like, free brooms today. That's crazy. I'll have to double-check that again. But that sounds wild. Noah Cameron is pitching. 9 starts, a 2-3 record, and a 4.72 earned run average in 47 2/3 of an inning. 44 strikeouts, 16 walks allowed, 5 homers, and opponents are hitting .276 against him. I'm sorry, and this is no bias or anything, but every time I see 47 2/3 or I see like 45 1/3, I just keep thinking about Christopher Sanchez. It's just, my mind is sort of right there right now. But yeah, okay. DoorDash is giving out free brooms today in New York City after the Knicks sweep the Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's interesting. Maikel Garcia is over at third. Bobby Witt Jr. is at short. Michael Massey is at second. And Vinny Pasquantino is over at first. And then it'll be Isaac Collins, who's playing out in left field for the Royals. Lane Thomas is in center. And Jack Caglione is playing out in right field. The 3D is up and the 3D is running. And here is our scoreboard. We'll change the crop in just a few moments. But here we go. Good stuff. Formidable first 4 hitters in the Yankees lineup. You know what's interesting is that they have 3 lefties batting in a row, which I find to be intriguing. I really do. I really find that to be interesting. All right, so the Yankees offense this season, 29 homers and an .815 OPS against left-handed pitching. That does lead Major League Baseball, both of those stats. There's Vinny over at first. By the way, catching is Carter Jensen. Sal Perez is DHing, not necessarily a surprise there. And on the bump is Noah Cameron. The Royals are in their white and blue uniforms, and they are ready to get started in just a few moments. Goldschmidt, Rice, and Judge are due up in the order for the New York Yankees. The Royals this year, 22-33. They're 1 game under 500 at home. And the Yankees, on the other hand, are 33-22. They are 16-13 on the road and are hoping to go 17-13 today. First pitch, and that's going to be taken for a ball to Paul Goldschmidt. So it's 1 ball, no strikes to Goldie. And the pitch. And there's a called strike. It's a 4-seamer at the knees for strike 1. 1-1 is the count. Cameron kicks, fires, and it's inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Paul Goldschmidt. Final score predictions, let me know down below. The 2-1 delivery. And the changeup is going to be called strike 2 to Paul Goldschmidt. Tomorrow, we got the Tigers playing at 1:10. And then we got Diamond Zone tomorrow night at around 6:15. 2-2 pitch upstairs for ball 3. You'll see that curveball thrown a lot from Noah Cameron. He's been throwing the curve, the changeup, the slider, and the 4-seamer. Wonderful throw the cutter here because he has that too. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. Speaking of the cutter, he does throw it. And the pitch is grounded over to third. Garcia plays it on the ground, throws it over to first, and that's in time for out number 1. I swear that was not scripted. 1 out. Top of the first. And a ground out over to third to start off the ball game. How's it going, chat? Morty says formidable first four hitters in the Yankees lineup. Yep, they definitely have a crew. Here's Ben Rice, and he takes a cutter that misses downstairs for ball one. A 285 average for Ben Rice in 15 games. And the 1-0 pitch, grounded towards the right side, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time. Hit directly over to Michael Massey's way. Forgot to mention that. Apologize. There's 2 outs in the top of the first. So nobody on, 2 outs, and Aaron Judge is up next. Judge has 17 homers in 55 games. He has really cooled off. 33 RBIs as well, and he looks at a pitch that is a little bit inside for ball one. He's actually really started to heat up this week, but before that he was not doing so well. He did homer, though, on Sunday against the Tampa Bay Rays. It was a 2-run shot, and that was the difference of the game. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Aaron Judge. And it's taken low and outside for ball 2. Aaron is 34 years old. He's been in the league since 2016. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch, inside and low for ball 3. He did have an RBI double in last night's game. The Yankees put up 15 runs in that game. And they won 15-1 against Bailey Falter and the Kansas City Royals. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Bailey Falter was designated for assignment today. He had a 4.77 ERA in 6 MLB seasons, 9 games, 4 starts with Kansas City, and a 13.97 earned run average this season. Next pitch, and Aaron Judge is going to get himself out there as he strikes out looking, and the inning is done. So 1, 2, 3 go the New York Yankees, and we're going to go to the bottom of the first. Michael Garcia, Bobby Witt Jr., and Vinny Pasquantino are going to come on up to the plate for the Kansas City Royals. So we go to the bottom of the first. Cheers, everybody. Sanchez definitely should be a starter in the All-Star game, yeah. I mean, at this point, he's the best pitcher in baseball. At this point. No doubt about it. I did say before that he was the best pitcher in the National League, but he is the best pitcher in baseball. I have to give it to him. In my perfect world, Kansas City would put up 15 runs and shut out the Yankees tonight. That's what I would think as well. I'm with you. I am definitely with you on that. Honestly, the Kansas City Royals have really shocked me this year, and not really in a good way. I thought that they were actually going to win the division, and I'm not saying that they still can't, because they obviously can, but they've gotten off to just not a good start. And you look at their lineup, you look at Bobby Witt Jr., you take a look at Jack Caglione, Sal Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, Michael Garcia. Like, they have some really good names in that lineup. Pitching has been a problem, though. Absolutely. They've had guys that have been on the injured list for them, but the offense at times has gone very, very cold. Here's Gerrit Cole, who is pitching. He made his season debut on Friday. First pitch was taken for a ball. The second pitch is taken for a called strike. That was a sinker. But yeah, I've been very surprised about that. 1 ball, 1 strike. to Michael Garcia, and the pitch is lined out over to left, and a diving catch made out in left field by Jose Caballero. Yikes. Garcelle hit that on a rope, and Caballero extended, laid down, and hung on to make the grab for out number one. That was a really nice play. Cole says, thank you very, very much. And so one away, bottom of the first. And Bobby Witt Jr. is in the box. Here is the pitch to Bobby. And that is down and away for a ball. So it's 1 ball, no strikes to Bobby Witt Jr. 9 homers in 55 games. He has knocked in 25 runs. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch to Bobby, and that's a towering fly ball hit out to left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It is going to slice foul. Just barely got out in front of it. That was his pitch, too. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, bottom of the first. Cole, kick, steal, swing and a miss. Got a slider that was low. Hey, JJ, did you see the list of the top 10 of the 10 longest scoreless pitching streaks? The list is half Dodgers. Sanchez is now on the top 10 list. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch, and that is a foul ball. I did not see the list, but I know that he's up there. I didn't see the full list, but I do know that he's up there, I should say. What's up, Mark? How are you doing, my friend? Fist pump to you. Good to see you on here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bobby Witt Jr. And Witt takes a cutter in the dirt for ball 2. I really thought that Bobby was going to have an all-star type of a season, but really hasn't been that way so far. This was a guy that coming on into the year I expected was going to get like 35 homers and get like a 290 average and drive in runs. Just not the case so far. The pitch, swing and a miss. And so now there's 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Caballero's out in left. Bellinger's in center. Judge is in right. McMahon's over at third. Volpe's at short. Rosario's at second. And Goldschmidt is over at first. Austin Wells is the catcher, and Gerrit Cole is on the bump. 2 outs, bottom of the first, and Vinny Pasquantino takes ball 1. One of my favorite games that we got to do this year during the World Baseball Classic is when he had the 3-homer game. And he went on the Rich Eisen show the next day. 1 ball, no strikes. He never hit 3 homers in a game before that, like not even in high school. That was his only time that he ever had 3 homers, ever, in a game. 1 ball, 1 strike. Vinny Pasquantino is in the batter's box. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Vinny. That misses outside for ball 2. What's going on, Brian? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you on here. Yeah, really good to see you. I'm so bummed with how their season's going so far. Me too. Me too. I wanted them to do well. And hopefully they turn it around. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Excellent changeup thrown by Gerrit Cole. Two balls, 2 strikes to Pasquantino. And the next pitch is fouled back towards the screen. Their pitching just has not been good. Now, they did win the series against the Seattle Mariners. They won a very pivotal Game 3 by a score of 8-6. The 2-2 on the way. Strike 3 called at the knees on the outside corner. And there is out number 3. And we're going to go to the top of the second. We're scoreless out at Kauffman Stadium. Kansas City was another team that had a decent amount of players in the World Baseball Classic. Yes, they did. They really did. They had a lot of talent, and I I had them as a dark horse going to the World Series. And again, like, I'm not saying that they still can't turn their season around, but it's not going to be easy. If we actually do take a look at the American League Central standings, we'll do that right now. They are 9.5 games in back of Cleveland, okay, for the division. They're also 5 games in back of the Minnesota Twins and 5 games in back of the White Sox. The fact that the White Sox and the Twins are in second and third, and the Royals and the Tigers are down at the bottom is just unbelievable. It really is. It's just insane to me. But right now, if we take a look at the wild card standings, they are 5 games in back of the Minnesota Twins for that second wild card seed. Or sorry, for that third wild card seed. So they could still get into the playoffs. I mean, I don't think that they're out of it at all whatsoever. I don't think anybody's out of it, but just has not been a good start for them. Mark is here. What's going on, Mark? How are you doing, my friend? Saw you on here a little bit earlier. Good to see you on here, dude. Really good to see you. Giancarlo Stanton is actually making his way back. He had some imaging done on his right calf, and the team is feeling optimistic about his recovery. I saw that today, which is good for Yankees fans because they certainly want Stanton to come back healthy. 0-1. There's a called strike. It's at the knees. Cameron versus Bellinger. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Let us know who you guys are rooting for down below. We do like an old school radio play-by-play style of a call. 0-2 pitch. That's down for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bellinger at the plate. And the 1-2 is grounded over to first. Picked up by the first baseman, Pasquantino. And he'll just take it over to the bag himself. And Cody Bellinger is retired. Bobby Witt Jr. won the 2025 Lou Gehrig Award. It's given to MLB player who best exemplifies the character of Lou Gehrig. And so, what is this? Dedicated, they said, dedicated advocate for groups raising awareness to fight ALS. Hosted clinics supporting groups such as Team Hilliard Foundation, Sarah's Soldiers, and Susanna Smiles. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch is down for a ball. And so it's 1 ball and 1 strike. It's the only MLB sanctioned award presented by a fraternity, and that's Phi Delta Theta. I really did not know that. Huh. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ahmed Rosario. And the 1-2 pitch, that is fouled off. Chris Sale won it in 2024. Paul Goldschmidt also won it in 2023. Another standout person that won it was Mark McGwire in 1999. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the second. There's 1 out. Ahmed Rosario is batting for the Yankees as they're in their gray tops, gray bottoms with the dark blue letters. It says New York on the front. 1-2 pitch, grounded over towards second, picked up by the second baseman, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time for the second out. When the pitching wheels fall off the wagon, it really hurts. That's what happened with Atlanta last year, and now that everyone's healthy this year, look at where they are. And you know what? I'll make an argument, and I'll tell you this. Zach Wheeler getting hurt for the Phillies, that was huge. Having him come back, like, the rotation has just looked so much better. Are you kidding me? But you're right. It has an impact, for sure. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. You know, and you take a look at, again, Kansas City starting pitching. They're missing a couple of guys. Matthew Boyd for the Chicago Cubs. Look at them. They've, been on, the worst losing streak ever. I mean, they've had a bad losing streak, and they've lost Matthew Boyd. And that really does impact things, for sure. 1-2 pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 2. Case in point. For sure. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the second, and there's 2 gone. Volpe is in the box for the New York Yankees. And the 2-2 pitch. And Volpe is going to ground this one over to short, picked up by Witt. And the throw over to first is in time for out number 3. A 6-3 ground out, and Sal Perez is going to be due on up to bat in the bottom of the second for the Kansas City Royals. All right, so let's take a look at some other scores around Major League Baseball. We'll do that right now. The Baltimore Orioles have a 6-0 lead against the Tampa Bay Rays, and that is in the bottom of the 5th. The Orioles have 10 hits. The Rays have 5. The Tigers lead at 2-0 against the Angels. That game's in the bottom of the 5th. Jose Soriano, 4 1/3, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. He's had a quiet, good year. The other guy that has had a really good year, too, is on the Chicago White Sox. He's been really good for them, and that is Davis Martin. What a season he has had. Didn't do so well in his last outing, but other than that, he's been phenomenal for them. But anyhow, other scores around Major League Baseball. The Red Sox have a 4-0 lead against the Atlanta Braves. And they actually have runners at the corners, Boston, in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out. But yeah, so 4-0 there. The Blue Jays, they beat the Marlins today by a final score of 2-1. Jeff Hoffman ended up getting the win. Andrew Nardi got the loss. And the Guardians, they won 3-2. Gavin Williams has been terrific for them. And so is Cade Smith. He now has 19 saves on the season, Cade Smith. He's been terrific. Brewers won 2-1 against the St. Louis Cardinals. That was a big win for the Milwaukee Brewers. The Cubs and the Pirates are knotted up at 4 apiece in the bottom of the 5th. Pirates and Cubs are tied. Twins have a 1-0 advantage against the Chicago White Sox in the bottom of the 2nd. And the Mets lead at 2-1 against the Cincinnati Reds. Andrew Abbott is on the bump. First pitch to Sal. That's going to be in there for a strike. Erica Wagaman homered. And Juan Soto homered as well for the New York Mets. That's all their offense so far. Yuri Perez, yeah. These are for them too. The balls, 1 strike. Gerrit Cole gets set at the New York letters, and the 0-1 pitch is low and away for a ball. The funny part is, though, is that another team that has a starting pitcher that's out is the Dodgers. But they're also the Dodgers. They're missing Blake Snell and Tyler Glass now, but they honestly haven't really been perfect either. The pitch, grounded over to short, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 1. This team is missing Tommy Edman, Max Muncy, Kike Hernandez, Jack Dreyer, Edwin Diaz, Brock Stewart, Brusdar Graterol, Tyler Glasnow, and Blake Snell. And yet they're still 35-20. It's ridiculous. The pitch is in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. It goes around, and it's now 0-2. I said Brock Stewart was hurt for them as well. 0-2 is the count. Bottom of the 2nd. And 1 away. This is Carter Jensen up to bat. Cole gets set and deals. And that's a foul ball hit back over towards the screen. Folks, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. We got 30 people tuning on in. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there is out number 2 in the bottom of the second inning. Gerrit Cole gets himself another strikeout. There we go. Good stuff from Gerrit Cole. And it disappearing on out of the zone. And there's 2 away. You think Sasaki's overrated? Yeah, I do too. The pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Roki Sasaki. I think he's good out of their bullpen, but the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Yeah, I hear you. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Gerrit Cole gets himself another strikeout. So far, so good for Gerrit Cole. We're going to go to the third inning. McMahon is going to lead it off for the New York Yankees when they do return. Right now, if we actually take a look at the MLB stats and we take a look at the leaders in batting average, it's Otto Lopez batting, who's number 1. Otto Lopez has the best batting average in baseball. 219 at-bats, 75 hits, which also leads all of baseball, and a 342 average. Brandon Marsh is second. 181 at-bats, a 326 average, 59 hits as well. And then it's Luis Arraez third. Not really a surprise there. 206 at-bats, 67 hits, and a 325 average. But number 4 is Troy Johnston. Troy Johnston has 53 hits and 165 at-bats. And he's hitting 321. He has been hitting the ball pretty well. He really has. He's been making good contact with the baseball. He gets on base for the Colorado Rockies. And then number 5 is Xavier Edwards with a 316 average. He's batting 316 with 6 homers and 19 RBIs. Tell you who else is actually having a really good year that is not getting a lot of love? That's Michael Harris. This guy's hitting 304 with 12 homers and 32 runs batted on in. He has been terrific. He went 4 for 4 on Tuesday with a homer and 3 RBIs. He's starting to really heat up for the Atlanta Braves. And last year it was just such a bad year for him. So, what's going on, Trucker? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you on here. Daniel Berry Sports is also here. Daniel always has to say hi. What's up, Daniel? The pitch, and that's going to be bunted foul towards the right side. Gerrit Cole, so far so good, Trucker. He's been doing a really good job. Here's Ryan McMahon hitting a .190 in 50 games, 4 homers and 16 runs batted on in as well. No balls, 1 strike. We're in the top of the third. There's 8 seconds left on the pitch clock, and here's the 0-1 pitch. And that is way outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. It's a foul ball. Zach Wheeler's pitching on Friday. It's Wheeler on Friday for Philadelphia. One ball, 2 strikes. That's to Ryan McMahon. Yes, he is pitching today. Gerrit Cole, so far so good. He's doing a really good job so far. But hopefully you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you on here. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. And McMahon is down on strikes. He got fooled on the slider. It was down and away. And there is out number 1. Ohtani, by the way, is pitching tonight for the Dodgers. And he's facing Tomoyuki Sagano. Won't be on for that game. Top of the 3rd, 1 out. And Caballero stays in the box. Looked like he was a statue. After that pitch was thrown, he still didn't even move. And it's no balls, 1 strike. Gerrit Cole today so far, 2 innings. Also, 4 strikeouts so far. That's my boy. Hope you're doing good. Dude, I'm so happy to see you. 0-1 pitch and a drag bunt over towards the third base side. It's a foul ball, though. It is dragged foul. The count is 0-2. Noah Cameron last season, opponents were hitting 161. Those are left-handed batters hitting 161 against him. This season, it's 261. 0-2 pitch, and that's a foul ball. Trucker, how you doing, my friend? It's really good to see you on here. Luis Rojas is the third base coach. Then you got Dan Fiore, though, as the first base, infield, and base running coach. The pitch, ground ball hit over to third. And Garcia picks it up, fires a strike over to first. And there's out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down in the top of the 3rd inning. Who are you pulling out for today, Trucker? I mean, I assume that you're pulling out for the Yankees. Are the Yankees your top team? On April 18th against the Yankees, Cameron went 4 innings and he gave up 5 earned runs, including 3 homers. Here's the pitch to Austin Wells, swing and a miss. He got fooled on that slider. Trucking pretty steady from Tennessee to Texas. Ooh, wow. That's a far radius. The pitch is in there for a strike. It's a far distance. 1-1 pitch. And the curveball is at the knees on the inside corner for strike 2. Would like to really see Cameron try to use that curve a little bit more and try to locate those pitches. How long have you been a Yankees fan, my friend? 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 3rd. The 1-2 pitch, and it's up high for ball 2. Tell you what, Austin Wells, as a hitter, know that he hasn't really done so well, but ended up going 3 for 6 on Tuesday, and that was good to see. He also had a solo homer on Friday. The pitch, that's taken for ball 3. On the replay pitch tracks, it said that it was a strike. But it's 3-2. It was close. The payoff pitch on the way. That's a broken bat, ground ball. It's fouled towards the third base side. The barrel of the bat went over to first, and the ball itself went over towards the third base side. Austin is 26 years old. Last year he had 21 homers and a .219 average, 71 runs batted in. 3-2 is the count, top of the 3rd. 2 outs, nobody on. Wells is in the box and now steps out of the batter's box. Tell you what, he has a cool stash. I like Trent Grisham's stash, though. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the 3-2 pitch, and called ball 4, but this is challenged by Carter Jensen. That was close. We'll see. ABS says that that is a strike, and he is down looking. And good pitching from Noah Cameron. He got it right where he wanted it to, and we will go to the 3rd inning. Okay. Who do you have winning the World Cup? Honestly, I don't even follow the World Cup. I don't know who is competing. I don't follow it. So, but yeah, tell me, who do you have winning the World Cup? Who's your favorite player? Who's your favorite team? Let's go Yankees. Come on, Aaron Judge. Let's hit a home run. Ooh, what's up, Lydia? Good to see you on here. Yankees are going to have to find a solution for the abysmal offensive production from the catcher spot. No real options behind Wells. Yeah, I'm curious from the Yankees fans that are out there, what do you think is the biggest need at the deadline? Do you think that you need another catcher? Do you think that you could use another bat in the lineup? Have there been any rumors on people that might get traded to the Yankees? What do you think about maybe going after another starter? I don't know. I'd like to hear what your takes are about the New York Yankees this year, because that makes me very, very curious. All right, folks, we are 6 subscribers away from getting to the 10,300 subscriber marker. Justin, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. I appreciate you, my friend. Oh, wait, it said that was an hour ago. My bad. So we go to the 3rd inning. Damn, we really killed those Padres. That's what's in. That's what's in. I did not like it when they did that to us in 2022. That really bothered me. What are we doing? Yeah. Here's Jack Caglione. 239 average. Left-handed hitter. Plays out in right field. And the first pitch that he takes is a strike at 96 miles per hour. Noah Cameron so far today, 3 innings, 3 strikeouts, and 43 total pitches. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. Good knuckle curve thrown by Gerrit Cole. This might be a pitching duel. This really might be a pitching duel, chat. No balls, 2 strikes. Cole gets set at the New York letters. And the 0-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And Caglione is down swinging on strikes. And there's out number 1 in the 3rd. Yes, sir. Good pitching there. Even though Wells dropped it, it was not a foul tip. So 1 gone in the bottom of the 3rd. Gerrit Cole facing Michael Massey. And the pitch to Michael, and he ropes one out over to right field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Judge has to go run after it. Massey's thinking 2. Judge will throw it over to second. The throw is late, and Massey gets on with his 9th double of the season. Houston, Texas, Dave is here. What's up, Houston, Texas, Dave? Good to see you, my friend. Absolutely it is. Charge! How about those Houston Astros taking on the Texas Rangers? I saw that the Rangers put up like 8 runs in the 1st inning. That was yesterday. Then the Astros like pounded the Rangers in game 1, 9-0. And then the Rangers were pounding the Astros, but then the Astros made it close. They did lose 10-7, but that's been a weird series. Here's the pitch to Isaac Collins. That's taken for ball 1. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. The first pitch was in there for a strike. Forgot to mention that. Houston, Texas, Dave, shout out to you. How you doing, my friend? The pitch. Swing and a miss. Summer baseball is here. Charge. Let's go. Summer baseball is here. Hard to believe. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 3rd. 1 out. Runner over at second. And Gerrit Cole calls for time. Is the hockey game underway? 1-2 pitch. And a foul ball. Pitchers' ERAs are high in our series. Yeah, man. They've a lot of offense, that's for sure. Yeah. Hurricanes and Canadians are on right now. Carolina leads the series 2-1. So this is game 4. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Isaac Collins. The 1-2 pitch. And Collins slaps that one foul towards the first base side. The Mercury lead at 47-42 against the New York Liberty. That is in the third quarter. Tempo and Sky are tied at 18. Tonight, the Atlanta Dream play against the Minnesota Lynx at 9 o'clock. The Mystics also played the Storm at 10 o'clock. And the Sun played the Fire at 10 o'clock as well. That game is out in Portland. Portland has won their last 2 games. 1-2, and the throw back over to second. That throw is not in time. And Boone says, hold it for a second. And he's not going to challenge. Looks like that Massey was off the bag, but he just got his right hand back in there safely. 1 ball, 2 strikes, bottom of the third. The Royals trying to get on the board early. And the former Brewer, Isaac Collins, is up, and the 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. That changeup has just been lethal for Gerrit Cole so far tonight. And there's out number 2. Big-time strikeout for Gerrit Cole. Looking better and better as he pitches. Hockey scores? Yeah, it's no score so far. It's no score so far. It is in the first period. It just got underway about 3 minutes ago. The pitch is in there for a strike. The Knicks. Knicks suck, baby. Yep. So, Vegas is moving on to the Stanley Cup Finals, and they will play the winner of the Hurricanes Canadian series. 1 ball, 1 strike. Whoever just subscribed, thank you so much. Drop your name down below. Michael Garcia is in the box. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Garcia. Line drive. Hit out over to right field. That'll get down for a base hit. Massey is rounding third. He's being waved home. The throw is in time by Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge with a cannon of an arm. Out from right field. Swipes Michael Massey. And there's out number 3. Cutraro says hold it, and he won't challenge. What a defensive play by Aaron Judge. I was like, I don't know if Massey should go here. That ball that he threw to the plate was a strike. Couldn't have thrown it any better. That's why he is one of the best right fielders in all of baseball. Crazy stuff. We've seen some really good defensive plays today. That was a really nice throw. Okay. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. By the way, the Boston Red Sox now lead at 6-0 against the Atlanta Braves. So if we take a look at the standings, chat, for the Philadelphia Phillies, they are currently in second place in the National League East once again. So they are half a game above the Washington Nationals. The Nationals did lose to the Guardians today by a score of 3-2. That did snap their 4-game winning streak. They will play the Padres on Friday. San Diego comes out to the East Coast. They play against the Nationals, and then they head to Philadelphia to play against the Phillies. That was a really good throw. But, yeah, good stuff. The Phillies, if we take a look at the NL wild card, the Phillies are 1 game in back of the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. This is how it looks like right now. So the Cardinals and the Reds are tied for the third wild card. The Pirates and the Cubs are half a game behind both of them. And the Phillies are one game in back of the both of them. And the Nationals are 1.5 games in back of the Cardinals and the Reds. Crazy. That race is tight. I obviously know that there's a lot of baseball left to go, but just to give you an idea, it is that close. It's really close. No balls, 1 strike. This is Paul Goldschmidt up to bat. And Goldie takes a ball downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike, top of the 4th. No score out at Kauffman Stadium. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Paul Goldschmidt. And that's high for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch to Goldschmidt, and this is popped up over towards the left side. And Carter runs out of room, and it'll be a souvenir. Anybody have any bets on tonight's game? Noah Cameron has retired the first 9 batters of the game for the first time in his career. He's never done that before. Never. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the count's now 3-2 as it was inside. The payoff pitch to Paul Goldschmidt. There's a line drive through the hole out to left field for a base hit. And there's a leadoff single here in the top of the 4th inning for Paul Goldschmidt. He's over at first base. Where are my Yankees fans at? That pitch was actually inside. Credit to Paul Goldschmidt for being able to just stay with the pitch and put it through the 5-4 hole. 5-6 hole. Charge! 56 games into the season with 100 plus to go. Still plenty of baseball. We're a third of the way done. Almost. Pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards deep left field. That's going to go back towards the track, and it's going to bounce off the top of the wall. And so, here comes Goldschmidt. He'll easily score. It's a 1-0 game and a triple. Just like that to make it 1-0. Excellent baseball there for the New York Yankees. And that was a really good swing off the bat right there. Ben Rice able to get himself an RBI opposite field triple. That was something. He was thinking 3 all the way. It took a really weird bounce off the wall. And here comes the judge. First pitch is taken for a ball. It is 1 ball and no strikes in the top of the 4th inning. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-0 pitch is a curveball. And it's now 2-0. Gerrit Cole, 3 innings, 2 hits allowed, 6 strikeouts, and no runs. How does he do it? The 2-0 pitch, and there's a called strike. It's a cutter. Judge, in his career against Noah Cameron, is 1 for 4 with a 2-run blast. Next pitch, now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rice is at third. He got on with an RBI triple to make it 1-0 Yankees. Two balls, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-2 to Judge. A fly ball hit out over towards center field. It'll be deep enough to score. It's now out over towards right center. And the catch is made. The throw to the plate to get Rice is off the line, and Rice scores. And it's a 2-0 ball game. New York is on top. Judge knocks his 34th run in of the season. And the Yankees get themselves another run. Says Caglione caught it. He threw it over towards the left side of the plate. It's up an awkward angle for him, I guess. An awkward sort of a throw. But he had to get it right over to the plate. Couldn't do it, though. Here comes Cody Bellinger, and he looks at ball one. 1-0 pitch. Grounded foul towards the right side. And it's now 1 ball, 1 strike. We are 5 subscribers away, folks, from getting to the 10,300 marker. If you have not hit the subscribe button, please make sure that you guys do that. 1-1 pitch. That's drilled foul towards the right side. And it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 is the count. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you on here. Fist bump. The 1-2 to Cody Bellinger. And it's down for ball 2. So the Yankees lead it 2-0. They got an RBI triple from Ben Rice and a sacrifice fly from Aaron Judge. All in the 4th inning against Noah Cameron, who retired the first 9 batters that he faced. He's never done that before in his career, and he just did that tonight. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. The 2-2 pitch, excellent changeup thrown by Cameron, and Bellinger not able to catch up to it, and the second out is made. How's your night, Kevin? Good to see you on here. How's everything going today? 2 gone, top of the 4th. And Ahmed Rosario takes a curveball high for ball 1. Rosario, his average is up. He also has 6 homers and 20 runs batted in. And here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Seen some good play from him and Caballero as well. Trent Grisham is not in the lineup for the Yankees. 1-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. Dominguez is also hurt. Fried is on the IL. 1-2 pitch. Grounded towards the right side. Second baseman has it. Has to throw it over to first. That was not an easy play. Really good stuff there by Michael Massey to just be able to charge towards that baseball, towards the 4-3 hole. And then he had to throw it off balance over to first. And that is in time for out number 3. Okay, so that means that we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's a 2-0 ball game. Running on Judge, desperate for runs. I guess so. Went to Pennsylvania last year for vacation in July and just got a toll bill in the mail today for $6 due by June 22nd. And if it's late, it's $31. Really? Where in PA did you go last year? I'm not used to seeing another team but my Phillies, says Lydia. How does it feel? It feels uncomfortable, doesn't it? I love your passion, though. Your passion is amazing. Lydia, definitely, if I were to, give out an award for, best, motivational, speaker, a positive energy person, it has to go to Lydia. It just has to. Lydia is that one person in the chat. It's like when you go to a game and you just hear somebody trying to cheer on the team that that's just so loud, but trying to get everybody else in the crowd involved. That's Lydia, and I mean that as a really good thing. That's totally. Let's go Yankees. Let's keep those bats burning hot. Let's go, fuego, fuego. I went to Pottstown. The Bills from Maryland. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Huh. Oh, man. Dude, the Orioles just keep scoring runs. 9-1. 9-1. Gunnar homered again. That's the second time Gunnar Henderson has homered. He is also catching fire now. Gunnar Henderson came on into today with 11 homers. and he's been doing much better lately for them. Justin, the pitch is outside for a ball. I don't mind Ogie. I was just like, we were just talking about it last night. I'm just like, I don't know how you can just like be like so negative, Yeah, me too. 1-0 pitch. That's down for ball 2. That's funny. That's hilarious. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. And that is called ball 3. My favorite comment, though, was when we had that one person. I forget what his name was, but he kept coming on into the chat, and he was, this is when I was dog sitting, but he just, he kept, he needed, like, runs to score in the game as the 3-0 is popped up out over towards shallow center field, and Rosario says he has it, and he does, and he'll be there to make the grab for out number 1. Called off Cody Bellinger. They formed a triangle out in right center. There's one away. Judge was also there. But there was a guy who was in the chat. He, was really angry. And he needed runs to score. And Haley made a comment. Haley made a comment. And I was like, if you like a low-scoring game, this is a good game for you. Something along those lines. It was just really funny. Haley probably knows what I'm talking about. The pitch is popped up. It's hit out over towards shallow left. And the catch is made for out number 2. I also sort of over-exaggerated some plays just because I like to troll with him. I thought that was kind of funny. So I got a little bit extra excited. Yeah, Taco. Yeah, that's right. No, it was Taco. You're right. 2 outs. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. Bob Horner passed today? I didn't know that. Dang, first it was like Ted Turner. Then it was Bobby. Now it's Bob Horner. Ugh. Man. Prayers for the Braves community. They've been going through a lot of losses this year. That's right. Taco was his name. If you like low-scoring games, this is a good game for you. He was so angry because there were, so many games that were low-scoring, and he needed all these runs, and he just came into the chat. He was just so mad. That was hilarious. 0-2 on the way to Sal Perez. Swung on and missed. Gerrit Cole, I think he's back. I really do. 4 innings of dominant work, and we're gonna go to the 5th. It's a 2-0 ball game. Drop another chair for Gerrit Cole. Yeah, Taco also kept telling us all about his many physical ailments. Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Most of which I think were made up, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of remember that too. It's when I was dog sitting. That was fun. I had such a blast streaming as I was dog sitting. That was great. I had a blast dog sitting, period. Let's go. Oh, Brian's still here. What's up, Brian? Yeah. So Gerrit Cole has been terrific so far. It's been really good. The Boston Red Sox lead at 6-0. That game is in the top of the 7th. Trouble right after you mentioned he got the first 9 out. I did. Yeah, the broadcaster jinx. It's working. Yes. I wanted it to work. L'chaim. Yeah. He was mad at the world over the lack of runs in baseball, dude. It was so hilarious. Oh, yeah, that was the game where Shota was pitching like a no-hitter. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, now I remember. He was really not happy that day. I don't think he's come back ever since. Did somebody ban him? Somebody should unblock him. Is he actually banned on the channel? I should look. That'd be really funny to just get him back like one day if he is banned. Noah Cameron is going to pitch once again. Where's the score for this game? There it is. Cameron versus Volpe. Anthony Volpe swings and misses at the fastball. It was just at 91, right down the middle of the plate. 0-1. Cameron with 65 pitches. And the pitch to Volpe, that's going to be grounded foul over towards the left side. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. That's going to bounce in the dirt for ball 1. That was a curveball at 83 miles per hour. All right, that was Volpe. Volpe has 1 homer this season and 7 runs batted on in. 2-0 New York. Top of the 5th. The 1-2. It's outside for ball 2. Yankees are now 2.5 games in back of the Tampa Bay Rays. If the Rays, though, get swept by the Orioles, which it does look likely, and if the Yankees hang on and win, they're just 1.5 games in back of Tampa. 2-2 pitch, grounded over to short, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time. Excellent play by Bobby Witt Jr., and there's out number 1 in the top of the 5th inning. Tomorrow's schedule, chat, we got the Angels and the Tigers at 1:10. Grayson Rodriguez is going to face Jack Flaherty. So we got that game at 1:10. And then we got Diamond Zone at around 6 o'clock tomorrow night. There's a total of 6 games on throughout the day. The pitch is fouled off. So we'll start Diamond Zone at around 6:15. The Braves-Red Sox game will be going on. It should be the end of that game. And then it'll be Blue Jays and Orioles at 6:35. Cubs and Pirates at 6:40. And then the final game is Astros and Rangers at 8:05. 1 ball, 1 strike, top of the 5th. And there's 1 out. Ryan McMahon is in the box. And the 1-1 pitch, big swing and a miss. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you are just tuning on in, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure that you guys turn on the notification bell icons too. And that way you will know when we do go live. We need 5 more subscribers for us to get to the 10,300 marker. We got 43 people tapping on in with us. Next pitch is flied out over to right. And the catch is made, and there's out number 2. Let's go. Subscribing to the channel is free. If you guys also want to become a member, it is $2.99 a month. Memberships, the link is posted right here. It's just a really good way to support the channel. The first pitch to Jose Caballero. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Caballero takes the next pitch. And that is a little bit high for a ball. Anybody take Spanish in high school? Just out of curiosity. 1-1 pitch. And that is in there for strike 2. Is anybody bilingual? The 1-1 is in there for strike 2. Cameron gets set at the Royals letters. And the 1-2 pitch is fouled back towards the screen. I know somebody that knows like 5 different languages, and I'm like, that's unbelievable. The 1-2 pitch to Caballero. Line drive hit out over towards right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. And there's a 2-out single from Jose Caballero. He took a wide turnover at first, but he'll stay put right where he is. And he will be aboard for the first time today. The Orioles now lead at 11-1. Wow. Charge! Blaze Alexander just homered. The pitch. And that's a foul ball over towards the left side. 2-0 New York. 79 pitches for Noah Cameron. I took Spanish 1 and 2, but unfortunately retained very little. I'd have to use it all the time to remember. Brian says I speak English and profanity. Not gibberish. That doesn't count. 0-1. That's in there for strike 2. I took Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. I think it'd be really cool to fully, learn how to speak fluently. The ball's 2 strikes to Austin Wells. The toss back over to first, and that is not in time. I was fluent in profanity during the Phils' 10-game losing streak. I think we all were. I really do. Austin is in the box. The 0-2 pitch, grounded towards the right. Massey picks it up on one bounce, fires it over to first, and we will go to the bottom of the 5th. Jensen, Thomas, and Caglione are due up to bat for the Kansas City Royals. We'll see how they do when we go to the bottom of the 5th. Hey, Justin, did you see that this week is debate week on the radio stations? Justin, hello, hearts. You are very special, says Lydia. Let's go, Lydia. Let's go. The Tigers lead it 4-0 against the Angels. Casey Mize went 4 innings. He allowed 2 hits. He struck out 6. But he was taken out of the game. He's listed as day-to-day. Mize allowed 2 runs on 4 hits in 6 2/3. Took the loss in Thursday's defeat against the Guardians. That was last week. Why does it say 27 minutes ago? A status was day-to-day. That was listed 27 minutes ago. You listen to a couple today? I can't wait to listen to the morning show one. The moderator was useless, Law. Neither would stop talking. That's radio. That's radio. I hear you loud and clear. I can't wait to tune on into some of them. I'm kind of excited. It's interesting content. I give them credit for that. I give them credit for that for sure. It's just funny to me. The media game is just so different compared to what it was 10 years ago. That's just sports talk media. Sports media in general. The pitch, there's a called strike. It's a slider that's in the zone for strike 1. It's a Carter Jensen. Gerrit Cole kicks and deals, and this ball's popped up out over towards the right side. Rosario calls off Goldschmidt and makes the grab for out number 1. They've had a couple of pop-ups that they've had to deal with today, and they've gotten on the same page. Give them that. 1 away, bottom of the 5th. First pitch strikes for Gerrit Cole tonight. 10 out of the 14 batters that he has faced. Here's Lane Thomas, and the former National swings and misses at the slider. But yeah, I can't wait to listen to some of those today. 49 pitches. Here's the 0-1. That is down and away for a ball. Were you an Angelo Cataldi fan? Just out of curiosity. One pitch. That's down for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th. Cole kicks, steals, and that's a foul ball hit right behind home plate by Lane Thomas. Two and two is the count. Bottom of the 5th. 1 away. The 2-2 pitch. And a called strike 3. Gerrit Cole fires it at 98 miles per hour right down Broadway. And there is out number 2. He has been magnificent tonight. And he is just really dominated on the bump. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-0 Yankees. Cole, kick, steal, swing and a miss at 96. I don't know how long he's going to go tonight. I don't know. But he's been terrific. Had a love-hate relationship with Angelo. 0-1 pitch. Foul ball. I hear you on that. He drive me nuts sometimes, but I'd have to tune back in. He was... I will tell you, my favorite thing, and I caught him like more so towards the end of his time at WIP. 0-2 pitch, and that's down for a ball. I love, like Gold Radio is the Gabe Kapler versus Angelo Cataldi, like, wars that were going on that radio station. Those were great moments. 1-2 pitch on the way. Gerrit Cole's on fire. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Gerrit Cole. That's now 5 innings and 9 strikeouts for Gerrit Cole tonight. Gosh, he only had 2 in his last game, and it's like that was just all he needed. And now he looks like he's back to the old version of Gerrit Cole. Yes, that was classic. Angelo did not mince words. His words minced Gabe. Dude, oh my gosh. Those Gabe Kapler versus Angelo Cataldi radio moments. You guys got to watch some of those conversations. Like, because they were so funny. Like, I have to say I'm disappointed in you too, Gabe. Like, like... the ratings of people calling into your show and they see the ratings, so of course they're gonna criticize Gene Segura. Just funny stuff. That 2019 2018 those Phillies teams were phenomenal, man. Bamboo Brad Miller, gosh. Gene Segura not running over to first base and jogging. I have a lot of respect for Angelo. He had an impressive career. I have respect for him too, but I also had sort of the same relationship, you know. But the one thing that I liked about Angelo is that he wasn't afraid to criticize, you know? Like, that's the thing that's a little bit different about media today that I don't really like that. If a player's doing bad, I mean, you gotta ask the tough questions. You know, like you gotta get on them. The pitch, and that's in there for a called strike. You gotta be willing to do that. No balls, one strike. And here's the 0-1. And that is a pie for a ball. Gosh, I don't miss those Phillies. The Matt Klentak Phillies. Oh, man. Klentak and McPhail. The pitch. Line drive, base it out to right field. That'll take a bounce. And there is a single to start off the top of the 6th inning for Paul Goldschmidt. He is over at first base. And John Schreiber is now getting loosened up in the Kansas City bullpen. Noah Cameron with 84 pitches. A leadoff single. And now it's Ben Rice's turn. And the pitch is grounded foul. Speaking of confrontations, remember when Charlie wanted to fight Howard Eskin? Oh, I remember that. Yeah. I was young. I wasn't listening to sports talk radio like that, but I've seen clips. Yup. I have seen that. Oh, I miss those. I miss those times, man. It's just so different. The pitch is down for a ball. I know Mike Missinelli is not at 97.5 anymore, but that interview that he did with Daryl Morey a couple of years ago was really good. It was so good. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is now 1-2. But yeah, I do remember that. Didn't the director of the station just retire yesterday and like they had like a party? Maybe I'm wrong. 1-2 pitch, that's grounded foul over towards the left side. Welcome aboard, everybody. In case you're just tuning on in for the first time, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Come on here. Remember when George Brett got caught using pine tar? He sucks. Yeah. George Brett. 1-2 pitch. And that is a foul ball. Corner route specialist is here. He says, let's go Yankees. Bum, ba, bum, 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 ba, ba, bum. The 1-2 to Ben Rice. Swing and a miss. And Cameron gets another strikeout. Or did he foul tip it? He foul tipped it. My mistake. He did. That's a foul ball. So Rice stays alive. The 1-2 delivery. That's high and outside for ball 2. Goldie is so underrated. His numbers are similar to Harper with much less fanfare. Well, but he's just had more of a downfall, though. But no, Paul Goldschmidt, great career. 2-2 pitch, foul ball towards the right side. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, but, man, the good Arizona years were great. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch on the way. And that sails down and away for ball 3. I always, go back to the 2022 season. I really felt like that the St. Louis Cardinals were destined to go to the World Series that year, but the Phillies really upset them. 3-2 pitch. Check swing, did he go? They say no, he did not, and he gets on with a walk. And that'll put 2 runners on base for the New York Yankees, and Aaron Judge is going to come on up to the plate. Big spot here for the Judge. And Schreiber is going to face the righty. So we got a pitch and change. All right, a pitch and change coming on up. Folks, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the bell icons. Yordan Alvarez just hit another home run. Another home run for Yordan Alvarez. I mean, you want to talk about hot hitters in all of baseball? This guy is just putting up monstrous numbers right now. That's his 19th homer of the season. That's the third day in a row that he has homered against the Texas Rangers. During that time, 4 homers, 7 runs batted on in. And he has been unbelievable. Insane. So Cotraro went out there, and Aaron Judge is up to bat. And they will bring in John Schreiber to face Aaron Judge. Alvarez is 28 years old. He needs 12 more homers, or 11 more homers now, I should say, to get to 200. Maybe Francisco Lindor needs to go on a quick trip to AAA, says JG. Don't give the Mets any ideas. Just kidding. Totally just kidding. That ball hit off of Alvarado in the World Series still hasn't come down, dude. That was crushing. I was at Xfinity Live watching that, and man, the whole entire room just went silent. Silent. Here's Judge, the pitch. That misses inside, but at the same time, that moonshot by Kyle Schwarber out in San Diego, I don't think that has landed to this day. That was a far shot. That ball was crushed. Pitch to Judge. That's a foul ball towards the right side. That was one of my favorite home runs. Hoskins' bat spike was also really cool. I know there have been a lot of cool homers. The 1-1 pitch. It's way outside for ball 2. The 4-homer game by Kyle was awesome, but I have a hot take. I think that the 3-homer game that he had against the Toronto Blue Jays, where he hit that 9th-inning homer off of Chad Green, I think that was more impressive. The pitch, grounded over to shorts. The throw to second, there's one. The throw to first, that is a double play. And so there's 2 outs. 6-4-3. Jefferson's here. He says, I need a homer from Judge. I'm sorry, my friend, but it didn't happen that time. It was incorrect. What's up, Jefferson? No, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you on here. The shot at Bryce's face after that shore bomb was an instant meme. Dude, that was so good. Oh, it was so good. All right, 2 outs, top of the 6th. 2-0, New York. And here is Cody Bellinger up to bat. 1 ball, no strikes. Schreiber versus Bellinger. And the pitch to Cody Bellinger is taken for a called strike. Jefferson, are you a Yankees fan? Are you a Royals fan? Schwarber's landed in Taiwan. I'm all right, just subbed. You are the best. Pitch to Bellinger. There's a high fly ball. Hit out over towards right field. He got underneath it. Skies it over to Caglione's way. And there's out number 3. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 2-0 lead for the New York Yankees. Massey, Collins, and Garcia are due on up at the plate. 4 more subs to go. I sure am. Dude, how long have you been a Yankees fan? I got to hear all about it. You know which person just popped into my head the other day, chat? Because I'm a baseball fan. You know, obviously we covered the Phillies. But, you know, we definitely respect all the teams. We love baseball. I will, the person that popped on into my head the other day as a Yankee, first I had DJ LeMahieu pop on into my head, but the other one that popped into my head was Jacoby Ellsbury, for whatever reason it was. I was thinking to myself, as soon as he went on over to the Yankees, I was like, part of me was like sort of sad for the Red Sox, because I was like, wow, like he had that one really good year, and I thought that he was actually going to be really good on the Yankees, but he never really panned out with the Yankees, and I never really understood why that happened. I mean, I know that it happens. I mean, we saw last year Devin Williams, perfect example of that. Sometimes you get on into like the bigger market and you just don't do so well. It happens. Ever since I won my 5K parlay a couple of months ago, that's why I'm a Yankees fan. Congratulations to you. Even for Schwarber, that was a shot. Dude, that was... That home run by Kyle. First of all, the call by Joe Davis. Just unbelievable. Schwarber was ready. That's just... Yeah. Give me Joe Davis for playoff baseball. He's a great play-by-play announcer. Oh, he's so good. The pitch. That's taken for a called strike. Yeah, he was like, I can't believe that the most powerful hitter hit a home run since JG. 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards deep right field, and that's going to bounce off the wall, but it is a foul ball. Just foul towards that right field corner. Gerrit Cole was like, that was close. But Castellanos hit a shot like a couple of years ago that like went into the second deck out in left field. We just saw somebody else do that a couple of weeks ago. I forget who it was. Was it Brent Rooker? It may have been Brent Rooker, but that was also a far shot. 0-2 pitch and a cold strike 3. Gerrit Cole with 10 strikeouts on the night. Yeah, no, he's back. He's definitely back. 97 miles per hour. This guy comes off a Tommy John surgery. He throws in his last game. People are like, oh, he's not striking out a lot of batters. Oh, he's definitely doing that tonight, so he has 10. The pitch, and that's taken for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, he's definitely, he's pretty good. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch, and there's a called strike. That catches the outside edge. Speaking of playoff baseball, Bernie Williams was so clutch, dude. Bernie Williams, he was him and Reggie, just Mr. October, man. 1-1 pitch. Line drive caught by Goldschmidt over at first. Gerrit Cole says thank you very much. And there's 2 away in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hideki Matsui was in my head after Yuki Matsui pitched the other day. I remember whatchamacall was bringing that up. Larry was brought it up. The name just brought back bad memories. Yep, Godzilla. Now, that was a good nickname. We were talking about bad nicknames today. How players, like from the older generations had better nicknames. I will tell you that Godzilla's a really good nickname. 0-1 pitch, and that is a foul ball. Phillies surprising sweep in a poverty Petco Park, says JG. I wouldn't call it poverty because they're like, 10 games over 500? They've been playing good baseball. But to the Phillies' credit, they got the win. Somebody said, was it Morty? He was like, Morty said that if they don't have to face Mason Miller at all in the series, that is huge. Did they face him? Nope. 0-2. That's outside for a ball. I did not expect, though, that Aaron Nola was going to win yesterday. That I didn't expect. Ask chat. 1-2 pitch to Garcia. Line drive hit out over to left field. That'll get down for a base hit and travel all the way towards the wall. Garcia can fly. He'll go over to second base. The throw's not in time, and he gets in there standing up. And so, a 2-out double. Michael with his 15th 2-bag of the season, and he's now in scoring position for the Kansas City Royals. And he is over at second base. 3 more subs. Whoever just subscribed, thank you very, very much. Let's go. Charge! Here's Bobby Witt Jr. versus Gerrit Cole. Wonder if the Yankees are going to warm up anybody in the bullpen. Pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 is the count. Red Sox now lead it 8-0 against the Atlanta Braves. No balls, 1 strike. 2 gone, bottom of the 6th. And the pitch to Bobby Witt Jr., foul ball. Bobby is 0 for 2 tonight. He struck out earlier in the game. Gerrit Cole, in his last outing that he went, he threw 72 pitches. He has 69 right now. That's true, too. That's a very good point. 0-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. Judge tracks it down, drifts back, and makes the grab. He's like, no harm, no done. And we're going to go to the 7th inning. It's a 2-0 lead for the New York Yankees. So they still lead it 2-0. Thanks to an RBI triple from Ben Rice and a sacrifice fly from Aaron Judge. Okay. So here's a question for you, chat. If you were to pick one Yankees player and one Royals player that you respected, not like a big-time name. We're talking about, like, like the non-popular players. Who would it be? Who would your players be for the Kansas City Royals and for the New York Yankees? I have to say Mark Teixeira as a player, really, really solid for the New York Yankees. Most underrated switch hitter in the 2000s, I think. I don't think that he got the love that he deserved. He was really, really good. I really feel that way. As far as the Royals go, I got to tell you, my favorite I have to say, like, I've really enjoyed Whit Merrifield. I thought that Whit Merrifield was a really good player for the Royals. And even, like, when they were just so bad, he was just a lot of fun to watch. He just played the game the right way. So, JJ, how long would you let Gerrit Cole go? I'd let him go. Okay, if we're talking about, like, non-analytics, that stuff, I'm letting him go the rest of the way. JJ, you're crazy. Yep, I know. I'm living in the past. I'm not. If he's comfortable to pitch, I'm giving him, if he wants to throw 120 pitches, that's fine. People would throw 160 pitches. They throw 180 pitches or more. So if he wants to pitch and he's pitching really well, I'd say give him the green light, but that's not how it's going to work. But I would let him go another inning for sure, even in this new style of baseball. Turner's not really a good he's not really a good hitter, but I'll give this to him. He is hitting bombs. He is hitting home runs for sure. For sure. But yeah, Mark Teixeira was a really good Yankees player. I hated facing Teixeira as a Brave and as a Yankee. The pitch. It's taken for a ball. It's inside for ball 1. Also, Nick Swisher. Like, what's he up to now? There's another player that I thought was, like, really good at a couple of really good years. Is he with the Yankees? Is he a broadcaster with them? Or no? 1-0 pitch. It's up high. And it's taken for ball 2. I have not seen it. I will definitely have to check that out. I have seen a couple of videos of him, like, standing next to Bo Jackson, or a couple of interviews that he did where he was just talking about Bo and was just like, if I climb the wall like that, I break my back. Like some funny comments like that after he saw Bo Jackson's Spider-Man catch. 2 balls, 1 strike to Trent Grisham. He didn't start today. The 2-1 pitch. That's low and inside for ball 3. I'll have to look that up, though. 3 balls, 1 strike to Trent Grisham. The 3-1 pitch on the way. That ball was fouled back towards the screen. But yeah, what about you? Would you let Gerrit Cole go one more inning? Yankees all 9 stars with multi-hit games last night. That was the first time that happened in franchise history. Really? All 9 starters with multi-hit games? They've never had that happen before? We're talking about the Yankees. That's crazy. 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. Three balls, 2 strikes, folks. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. The pitch to Grisham, line drive, base hit out over towards left center. And so he got it sort of jammed on the bat and just put the ball right past the shortstop. And he gets on with a leadoff single, and he is over at first base. Mark says no more innings. He's done for the night. Boo! I'm kidding. I'm just messing with you. Top of the 7th, 2-0 Yankees, and it's Anthony Volpe's turn to come on up to the plate. Here's the pitch to Volpe, and that's outside. No, it's on YouTube. While coaching in spring training, he tells the players stretching the time that he crapped his pants in Vegas for real. Look it up. It's hilarious. That's interesting. I will have to check that out. 1 ball, no strikes, and the 1-0 pitch, and that's a foul ball. Connolly early tonight against the Braves. 7 innings of work, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 3 walks. And the Red Sox lead 8-0. That game is in the top of the 9th. Here's the 1-1, and a curveball is in there for strike 2. I can't wait to look that up. I already have it saved. 1-2 pitch. High for ball 2. So it's 2 and 2. And 2 and 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. A man on over at first. That's Trent Grisham. The pitch. And the curveball is low for ball 3. Oh, look, the Phillies game is on. Just kidding. It's a repeat. Three balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch, and that's down and away. It's also going to get by the catcher, but they'll call it a wild pitch, but there's a walk, and Volpe gets on. He's over at first base, and Nick Mears is in a pickle for the Kansas City Royals. Timeout called. What's going to happen now? 3 more subscribers. Ryan McMahon is up next. He has not gotten on today. He has struck out, and he's 0 for 2. Here we go. 2 runners on, nobody out. Top of the 7th. McMahon shows bunt and bunts it about 17 rows back behind home plate. No balls, 1 strike. Top of the 7th. 2-0 New York. No balls and 1 strike. 14 pitches for Mears, and the pitch is inside for a ball. The throw over to second is not in time. Bobby Witt Jr. sort of deflected it. Wasn't a good throw by Jensen, but it was Bobby Witt who was able to just secure it and knock it down. And so Grisham is safe at second. Look at the White Sox, man. The White Sox are up 9-1. The Chicago White Sox. Like, unbelievable. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to McMahon, inside for ball 2. Look at the Pirates. They are just murdering the Chicago Cubs. Here's the 1-1 pitch, inside for ball 2. And the count is now 2-1. Ryan McMahon, former Rocky, in the batter's box. Had 20 homers last year, so far has 4. The 2-1 pitch and the curveball is down for ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Ryan McMahon. Line drive, hit out the center. That'll get down for a base hit. It takes 2 bounces in front of the center fielder. Grisham stops at third. Would not have been able to score. The bases are loaded, and McMahon gets on base. And so, the Yankees have the bases loaded in the top of the 7th inning with nobody out. McMahon got a pitch right down Broadway, sliced it out the center, and he's at first. Charge! Let's go. Okay. Another absolutely hilarious video is Tommy Lasorda's mound visit taking out Doug Rauch against the Yankees in the 77 World Series. Ooh. I'll have to check that one out, too. I mean, obviously, we know about Lasorda versus the Fanatic. That's just an all-timer. 1 ball, no strikes. Mears facing Caballero. Caballero batting in the 8 hole. Alex Lange is now getting warmed up in the Royals bullpen. 1 ball, no strikes. Caballero is having a conversation with the home plate umpire. He's not happy. Aaron Boone is going out there now to have a conversation as well. I don't know what he wasn't happy about. It's a 1-0 count. I don't know what the heck happened. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. The Cubs are destroying the Pirates 10-4. Why did I say that the Pirates were destroying the Cubs? My bad. 1-0 pitch. Foul ball towards the right side. I actually really apologize about that. 1-1 is the count. Mears gets a second off the mound. Wants to sort of take his time and reset here. The Yankees are trying to add on to their lead. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. 1 ball, 1 strike, bases loaded. The 1-1 pitch, and there's a line drive hit out to left field. It's going to be caught for out number 1, and no tag up from third as Grisham stays right where he is, and there's 1 away. It was off the end of the bat. It just hung in the air for a little bit of time. And a nice catch made out in left field by Isaac Collins. And there's 1 away. That was a big, big out for the Kansas City Royals. Grisham was really wise to stay over at third. Yep, he would have been out. It's Austin Wells' turn to come on up to the plate. The New York Yankees tonight are 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss to Austin Wells. No balls, 1 strike. Bases are still juiced. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes, and that is fouled away. And it's now no balls and 2 strikes to Austin Wells. McMahon's at first, Volpe's at second, Grisham is at third, and on the bump is Mears. Nick Mears with a 3.86 earned run average. He's given up 3 runs in his last 2 outings combined. Here's the 0-2 to Austin Wells. Coming on up. The stretch and the pitch. Swung on and missed. He went to the slider, mirrors that is. And Wells chased after it, and there's 2 gone. There was bases loaded and nobody out, and all of a sudden there's bases loaded and 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. The Yankees are trying to add on to their lead, and up now it's Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt is in the batter's box. The first pitch that he stares at is ball 1. It was down. Goldie is 2 for 3. The 1-0 pitch. That's down again for ball 2. Back-to-back sliders thrown to Paul Goldschmidt. 5 homers and 14 runs batted on in. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch to Goldie, and that's down again for ball 3. Went to the fastball. It was a little bit low. There's nowhere to put Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 3 against Mears. The 3-0 pitch and a called strike. Got it right on the edge. Right on the outside edge. Three balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Bases loaded. The 3-1 pitch to Goldie. That's outside, and the Yankees driving another run. This is an ABS challenge. That's ball 4. Royals lose a challenge. And it's a 3-0 ball game. Grisham comes and crosses home plate. And it looks like Quatraro is going to say goodbye to Mears. And he will take the baseball out of his hand. And we have a brand new pitcher. It'll be Lange coming on in to face Ben Rice. Nice. All right, 3 more subs. 3 more subscribers. Yes, sir. 3 more till we get to 10,300 subs. The Blue Jays are calling up infield prospect Charles McAdoo. He's a 13th round pick in 2023. McAdoo has played 1st, 2nd, and 3rd this season, and he has been hitting .250 with 8 homers and 27 runs batted in AAA. So he is going to be getting the call up. By the way, Felix Reyes with the Iron Pigs after he's been sent down to play for Lehigh Valley. A .424 average, 5 home runs, 14 runs batted in, and a 1.399 OPS. Yankee bullpen. I don't know who's warming up for the Yankees, but Quatraro made a pitch and change. And Alex Lange is going to come on in for the Royals. So it's 3-0. Bases are still loaded. There's 2 outs. Folks, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. The Orioles just swept the Tampa Bay Rays. They have got to be feeling so good about themselves. So good. We got 39 people rocking with us. 24 of you have hit the thumbs up button. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe. Let's go. Three more subs till we get to 10,300 subscribers. Alex Lange, 21 games, a 4.88 earned run average, 24 innings, 23 strikeouts, and 13 walks allowed. A 1.36 whip. Here is Ben Rice, and the judge is up next. Pitch number 1 It's a slider at the knees for strike one. Two more, baby! If you did subscribe to the channel, let me know who you are down below. No balls, one strike, and the pitch. That's a slider that misses down in the way for a ball. Thank you so much. Don't be shy. Comment your name down below. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ben Rice. 3-0 Yankees. Lange gets set and deals, and that's down and in for ball 2. And you unsubscribed. Oh boy. It's okay. We'll get there. The 2-1 pitch. That's down for ball 3. Rice is up to bat. Three balls, 1 strike. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 3-1 pitch is a called strike 2. The sinker got to 96. This is a big-time pitch here. Lange gets set to face Ben Rice with 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 3-2 on the way. Swing and a ground ball. Hit out to right field. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. It's a 2-run single for Ben Rice. What a day for Rice. An RBI triple, a run scored, and a 2-run single. And he's been the MVP of this game so far. That wasn't even a bad pitch. They played him the pull, and he beat the shifts. So McMahon scored, Volpe scored, and the judge is up to bat once more. 5-0 Yankees. They are trying to shut the door against the Royals and bring out the brooms. The pitch to Judge. Strike 1 at 96 miles per hour. Right at the knees. Surprised that, whatchamacallit didn't dive at that. The pitch. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. He'll take Cole out now. I don't know. Wooly? It's also Aaron Boone that we're talking about. The pitch to Judge. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field. It'll stay in the ballpark. The catch is made. There's out number 3. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. Pasquantino, Perez, and Jensen are going to come on up to the plate for the Kansas City Royals. Justin Maria. What is up, Justin? How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you on here. Bomb. Yes, sir. 5-0 Yankees out at Kauffman Stadium. Gerrit Cole, 6 innings, 10 strikeouts, 3 hits, no runs, 70 pitches, 54 of them have been for strikes. Oh, boy. Cheers. Chillin', my guy. My girl loves the Yankees. Ooh, she's a Yankees fan. Let's go. 2 more subs. Let's go! Justin. Oh, thank you so much for being on here. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you and your girl are having a great night. What's her name, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to answer. But shout out to Justin's girl. Let's go. Significant other. Shout out to Justin's significant other. That was the word that I was looking for. That's better. That's a lot better. Folks, don't forget that we're doing another charity stream. It'll be on Monday. More information is going to come out later tonight. You'll be hearing about it on the YouTube community side of things. So definitely make sure that you check us out for that. But yes, we're going to be doing another charity stream. It'll be on Monday. It'll be for ALS. Let's go. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be popped up by Pasquantino. It's hit right on over towards the mound. McMahon's there, though, and makes the grab for out number 1. One more subscriber, baby. One more. 6 1/3 for Gerrit Cole. 10 strikeouts. And 3 hits allowed. This is his second start back ever since he had Tommy John surgery. He has 71 pitches, and he's facing Salvador Perez. And the first pitch to Perez, high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Sal. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Line drive, hit out to center. It'll get down for a base hit. It takes 1 hop in front of Trent Grisham. And Sal gets on with a single. How long has she been a Yankees fan? So hold up. Time out for a second. Okay, so let me get this straight. So you're a Phillies fan. She's a Yankees fan. How's that working? How's that working? I gotta make sure that I ask. I'm not saying that there's anything bad about that, but I know that some people, it's like, it becomes a little bit complicated, to make that stuff work. But I'm just curious to see how that's going. The pitch, that's taken for a ball. Fernando Cruz is warming up in the bullpen. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Munetaka Murakami just hit another home run for the Chicago White Sox. This guy is just doing ridiculous things for Chicago. Look at them standing just for him. 20-plus homers before June 1st. Frank Thomas, Jim Tomei, and Munetaka Murakami. Gosh. I can't wait to see him in Philly. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 7th. 1 out. The 2-1 pitch. High and away for ball 3. So now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Bottom of the 7th. The 3-1 pitch. It's fouled back. BW Rain, what's going on? What is up, BW? What's up, Carl? What's up, Phantom? Shout out to the chats. Shantae is here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch popped up again. Over towards the shortstop area. McMahon's there, makes the grab. And Gerrit Cole continues to be dominant on the bump. For those of you just tuning on in, Gerrit Cole has gone 6 2/3. He has struck out 10 batters so far. On 79 pitches, he has been terrific for the New York Yankees. Carl is here. He says, let's go Royals. We sweep the Rays. How about that? But by the way, Gerrit Cole, his night is done. Thomas is due up to face Fernando Cruz. Gerrit Cole gets a standing ovation from Yankees fans out at Kauffman Stadium. And so he will go back to the dugouts. King with the axe is here, says BW. Shout out to you. Thank you again, Orioles Birdwatcher. Folks, my folks, if you do not know who BW is, make sure that you guys go subscribe to Orioles Birdwatcher. He is great. You were right, JJ. Boone left him on in. Again, we're talking about Aaron Boone here, Morty. We're talking about Aaron Boone. We are talking about who? Boone. Oh, man. Here for the Yankee Hex. Let's go. Cole's out of the game. But he was phenomenal today. Oh, man. Good stuff. We are now 2 subscribers away, folks, from getting to 10,300 subscribers. Yup. That Star Wars movie actually looks really, really good. One more sub! It was one tonight, 11-2. Dude, I saw Gunnar Henderson hit 2 homers. Like, he has been just unbelievable for you guys. Well, actually, he had a really good day, I should say. He had a very, very good day for you guys. But yeah, he did really well. The offense looks like that they're starting to get back into the swing of things. Steven Matz just did not have his stuff, it looked like. But yeah, Gunnar did well. Alexander had that homer and also the RBI double and an RBI single. What a day for Blaze Alexander. Former Snake Blaze Alexander, that is. Back at you, buddy. Liking and subbing right now. King with the X. Thank you so much. King is the MVP. We did it. 10,300. Let's go. Thank you so much. We did it. God, Charm City chat is incredible. Let's go. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the 7th. There's 2 outs. Fernando Cruz kicks, steals, and it's down in the way for ball 2. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, guys. Gosh, this community is incredible. Who was the 10,300 subscriber, by the way? 2 balls, no strikes. Of course, that person just unsubbed. It is what it is. We'll get back to there. 2-0 pitch, and that is inside for ball 3. This person's just trying to play with my mind. It's not going to work. There we go. We got it back. Nice. 3 balls, no strikes. Bottom of the 7th. 2 outs. A runner on over at first. And Thomas in the box. The 3-0. And there's a called strike on the inside corner. I can't wait to see Murataka Murakami next week when we go to the bank. Phillies play the White Sox. We're going to go see them play. 3-1 pitch, and there's a line drive hit out over towards right field. Judge tracks it down, makes the grab right at the letters, and there's out number 3. So we're going to go to the 8th inning. Yankees are up 5-zip. Bellinger, Grisham, and Volpe are up next for the New York Yankees. All right, chat, where are we tapping on in from tonight? King with the X's, I was subscriber 10,299 for JJ. Who is our 10,300 first subscriber? Thank you so much. Cheers, look I am. Our first 6 reach base. Yeah, you guys really just destroyed the Tampa Bay Rays. I hate to put it this way, but Yankees fans, I'm sure, are really happy to hear about that, too. But looking at this, I know, again, I understand that there's plenty of baseball left to go. Okay, but you guys right now are a game and a half in back of the Twins. Like, you know, for that 3rd wild card seed. You really are. The Twins, by the way, are they winning? Or did they play today? Well, obviously they played because it's a Wednesday. But did the Twins win? The Twins are down 14-1. So, basically, you're a game behind them after this. You are. And the Blue Jays, who are still in front of you, okay, they just played, so they're still a game in front of you. And then the A's play tonight at 9. They lost today to the Mariners, so okay. Cheers. L'chaim. I hate when starters throw gems, get pulled, and end up with a no decision. 5 runs should be enough. Cole was dealing. He was. He was. Rodney Davis with the sub. Rodney Davis, I think, was subscriber number 10,300. Big shout out to you. And King with the Axe, thank you once again for the sub. This goes out to the both of you. Here's Cody Bellinger. First pitch, swing and a miss. Black is on the bump for the Kansas City Royals. Mason Black, 26 years old, from Scranton, Pennsylvania. The ball's 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Inside for ball 1. Is BW still here? How do you guys feel about your Orioles right now? I want to hear more about you guys. 1-2 pitch. That ball is fouled, out of play. And the count still remains 1-2. I used to live in Philly, says King with the Axe. Good people. Wasn't too happy with Kensington. I suspect they may have a problem in Kensington. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in South Jersey. So I'm just outside of Philly. It's a different world, I guess. That's what I've been told. 1-2 pitch as far as the people go, but, you know. We're definitely very passionate, though, about our Phillies. 1-2 pitch to Bellinger. Swung on and missed, and there's out number 1. Phantom says the Jays last year this time were sub 500 with the Red Sox. Plenty of time to turn things around. Yup. It's a big series versus the Jays between the both of you. I really hope that you guys take care of business against Vladdy and those guys. 1 out, top of the 8th. The pitch. Outside for ball 1. Just working on those thumbnails, says BW. Keep it up, man. The Cop is up to bat. That's his nickname. 1-0 pitch. And it's high for ball 2. Trent Grisham in the batter's box. Didn't get the start today, but came in with a pinch hit single. Black kicks, deals. That's called a strike. That's a little bit high. But it's a 2-1 count. Carlos says, let's go. Let's go, baby. 2-1 pitch. And that was a beautiful, and I mean a beautiful sweeper. In there for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cody Clemens just homered for the Twins. How about that? Let's cut it to a 12-run game. The 2-2 pitch to Grisham. High and away for ball 3. Phantom says the pitching has finally started to come around. Bradish and Boz have looked really good lately. Brandon Young has been a surprise. Bassett's is still a question mark, and Rogers needs to go fix his stuff. Rogers last year was just so good. Like, what has happened to him? 3-2 pitch. Foul ball. I had given up on the Orioles, but we've won 5 out of the last 6, and I just can't get away from the Birds. You try to get away, and they bring you right back in. They're like, come on back. I need you. I need you. 3-2 pitch, and a towering fly ball hit out to right, slicing foul. And that was a long foul ball. Where did that land? Three balls, 2 strikes to Trent Grisham. The payoff pitch. That is down and inside. Grisham tried to play hopscotch and get out of the way. And so, he's going to go on over to first base, and he gets on with a 1-out walk. That's the second time tonight that he has reached base. Great job again. Sanchez versus the Padres today, JJ. Yeah, he is, I don't know what else there is to say about that guy, but the Tampa Bay Rays are probably super upset that they traded for Curtis Mead, and the Phillies got him. That was the best trade the Phillies have had in a really long time. The pitch, that's in there for a strike. Cy Young stuff. No balls, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe from New Jersey. 0-1 pitch, fly ball. This one's hit out over towards deep left center field. That's going to go back towards the track, but it'll stay in the ballpark, and the catch is made out in left center for out number 2. And so Grisham has to jog back on over to first base. So 2 away in the top of the 8th inning. Rockies play the Dodgers at 10:10 tonight. Ohtani is on the hill against former Oriole Tomoyuki Sagano. Actually really intrigued about that matchup. It's an abusive relationship with the Orioles, JJ. They keep promising they won't break my heart anymore. That's how we feel about our Phillies, so I can relate to that. The pitch is taken for ball 1 to Ryan McMahon. 1 for 3, a single in the 7th, and a run scored. Can't get away when I'm on the call, says BW. You can run, but you can't hide, or BW's going to find you. 1-0 pitch. That's taken for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. McMahon in the box. The 2-0 delivery. Fly ball hit out over towards deep left field. That's going to go back towards the track. Into the bullpen it goes. And McMahon extends the lead on an opposite field 2-run blast. His 5th of the season. And the Yankees now lead it 7-0. Wow. That ball got out in a hurry. It was a screamer that just went out into the bullpen. I didn't think it was even going to go out, but it did. And for him to go the opposite way, gosh, all that strength. Crazy. 7-0. Top of the 8th, and 2 outs. And here comes Caballero up to bats. 1 for 3, and Caballero pops this one up a mile high towards the first base side in foul territory. And the catch is made by Vinny right in front of the Royals rail, and he's going to just step downstairs, and he will head back to the dugout. 7-0 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Royals have a mountain to climb. They're down to their final 6 outs. They trail by 7. We'll see if they can at least make it a game in the bottom of the 8th. Diamondbacks keep grinding out wins. Morty, Ketel Marte is playing phenomenal baseball right now. That guy is on a tear. I would really like to see the Phillies try to get him. I just don't think it's going to happen. I really wanted them to get him during the offseason, but gosh, my jinxing plan is not working. You know what I got to do? I got to wear the Phillies hat. That's what I got to do. I got to put on the Phillies hat, chat. Hold up 1 second. 1 sec. JJ, the reason why Rodgers needs to fix his things is because he's not healthy. What's going on with Rodgers? What's the injury? Let me know. Let me know what the injury is. Chris Martin, not the singer Chris Martin, but Chris Martin, the pitcher, is on the mound for the Texas Rangers. Anybody else like Coldplay? That's the Chris Martin that I was thinking of. Oh, boy. Yeah, so Munetaka Murakami hit another home run. I'm excited to see those White Sox. I really am. It's going to be fun when they come into town to play against the Phillies. That's going to be the first Phillies game that I go to this year. Is Corbin Burns back yet for the Diamondbacks? No. We dodged a bullet with him. Santander is out until August. You mean to tell me your hat has magical powers? Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic. It has happened. That song is so catchy. Oh, man. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. It's such a catchy song, BW. I can't lie. No balls, one strike, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Your hat has superpowers. Maybe it does. I don't know. We'll have to see. You'll have to stay on, and we'll find out. Fernando Cruz, no balls, two strikes, and the pitch to Jack Caglione is tapped foul towards the right side. The Yankees may look at Marte for second base. Oh, dude, if they get Marte, I'm gonna be so mad. 0-2 pitch. That's popped up. Hit out over towards shallow left center. And Bellinger's there to make the grab. And there's out number one. White Sox are putting it together on the cheap end. Hey, that's just like the Milwaukee Brewers last year. You know? Brewers were one of those teams. One away, bottom of the eighth. Michael Massey is in the box. And the pitch is in there for a strike. No balls, one strike. The 0-1 swing and a miss. A nasty splitter. Ew. Just went right on into the dirt. And Massey swung over top of it. Is Jazz hurt? That's a good question. I think he just had an off day today. The 0-2 pitch. Line drive led on the bounce by the first baseman. That's Ben Rice, and he'll take it over to the bag. Excuse me, that was Paul Goldschmidt. And that's in time for out number two. When's your next stream, JJ? My next stream is tomorrow. We'll be on for the Tigers game at 1:10. Then we got Diamond Zone tomorrow night. Keep firing questions away. I like it when you guys ask me questions. Is Chisholm hurt? I will double check that for you right now. Here's Isaac Collins. Speaking of the Brewers, he was on the Brewers team last year. And he takes ball one. Was a little bit high. Well, my powers certainly aren't doing the trick right now. But the bigger the comeback, the better it is. That's what I've heard in my chat for a while, so I'm going to use those words from somebody in my chat. One ball, one strike, and the 1-1 swing and a miss. Cruz and his splitter have been working together like peanut butter and jelly. Even though he's the one that's throwing that pitch. One ball, two strikes, 7-zip New York. Apparently there's free brooms today that DoorDash is offering because the Knicks sweeped the Cavs. And the Yankees might as well tune on in or come into that conversation too, because they are 4 outs away from sweeping the Kansas City Royals. What am I looking up? Oh, yes, Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on the 2-2 pitch. This is going to be popped up out over towards the first base side. It's going to be cut for out number 3. And that was Ahmed Rosario who caught it. And then he just sort of, did a little soccer dribble with it. He did the juggle, if you will, with the baseball. It's always cool when you see somebody do that. We're going to go to the 9th inning. 7-0 New York. Yeah, Jazz. What's going on with Jazz Chisholm Jr., JJ? Jazz is active, but he just had himself an off day today. But if you want, I can take a message for him. I feel sorry for Phillies center fielder whose parents stole all of his money. Baker Mayfield, too, had a thieving parent. You're talking about Alec Bohm. He's not a center fielder. Chisholm's on the bench. Yeah, pretty much. That's essentially what has happened. By the way, the Mets are beating the Cincinnati Reds. Gino is up to bat. Remember when 45th president called JJ old? He called me Unc. That's okay. I get called that a little bit of time, which I'm fine with. Yuri Perez, did he get hurt today? 4 innings, 9 strikeouts, 3 hits. Dude, that's too bad. That's just too bad. That also bothers me. Brendan Marsh needs to get on the IL. No, he does not. The Phillies, that's the last thing the Phillies need right now. I don't want him on the injured list. I pray that he's not going to have to get surgery or anything like that. No, that's not what the Phillies need. Don't curse the Phillies. No, no, no. I don't like that. That makes me very, very scared. Here is Austin Wells and the pitch. And that is a foul ball. JJ, I didn't know that Marsh was hurt. Yeah, he was picked off over at first base, and he got swiped on his right middle finger, which didn't have the mitt on. He had the mitt on his left hand. And he ended up getting hurt, and he left last night's game. So they say that he's available to play Friday. But anyhow, the pitch, and that's in there for strike 2. This is Austin Wells who's up to bat. But it's challenged by Wells, and Wells is correct. That was about 2 inches below the zone. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, man. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Ooh, that was a 94-mile-per-hour high cheese fastball. Yikes, it was late. They say that Marsh should be available Friday. I say that Marsh should be available right now. We are a bunch of unks. We can't be a young buck like BW. Says Dr. Delay. What's up, Doc? How you doing, my friend? 1-2 pitch. Line drive hit out over to right, and that's caught. Right there by Caglione. He's like, don't worry, guys. I got it. There's out number 2. Ketel Marte extended his hitting streak to 11 games. And by the way, speaking of Pirates, hey, Doc, did you just see that Andrew McCutchen got DFA'd by the Rangers? Yes, he did. Andrew McCutchen just got designated for assignment by the Rangers. They signed Nicky Lopez in correspondence to that move. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. And that's a slider that's taken right down the middle for strike 1. Folks, if you guys love the Pirates, if you guys love the Steelers, if you love the Penguins, if you love football, and if you're a baseball fan like me, make sure you guys go subscribe to Dr. Delay. He does an awesome job. He also does March Madness. There's a lot of stuff. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 9th. Goldie's up to bat. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-2 pitch. And a foul ball towards the right side. I'm young, like very young. You make me feel so young. Big shout out to Sarah Langs. The 1-2 pitch. This is going to be popped up, hit out over towards the right side, and out of play. And Goldschmidt stays alive. Classic Cole. Most games with 10-plus strikeouts and no walks. Gerrit Cole has 23 of those. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 delivery is upstairs. Number 1 is Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson has had 36 games with 10 strikeouts or more and no walks. Max Scherzer has 31. Kurt Schilling and Clayton Kershaw had 27. And Gerrit Cole has 23. The 2-2 pitch to Goldschmidt. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. And there's out number 2. Oh, man. I did trade Ozuna for anything and sign Kutch. He misses Pittsburgh. He misses Pittsburgh. Come on, let's get him back to Pittsburgh. Let's get him back there. and raise the Jolly Roger. Let's go. All will be good if he actually does go back to Pittsburgh. I'm not even joking. I'm being dead serious. I would really like him to go back to the Pirates. The pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Rice 2 for 3 with a triple, a single, a run scored, and 3 runs batted on it. Here's Black, who kicks, deals, and it's off the plate for ball 1. Ammonia Sosa is going to... Ammonia Sosa? What? Oh, my gosh, dude. That is diabolical. Oh, that is so diabolical. 1-1 pitch, grounded towards the right side. First baseman picks it up and takes it to the bag. That was Vinny Pasquantino. We're going to go to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Yankees are 3 outs away from sealing the deal, from shutting out, and from sweeping the Kansas City Royals. I'm going to Citi Field on June 28th to watch Phillies versus Mets. If the Mets keep on playing horribly, the tickets will be a very low cost. Now that is a smart move. That's a very smart move. You know, I love how Knicks fans come on into our chats and they say, "Well, you know, we came on over to your stadium. We took over Philadelphia," when in reality, the tickets are just so much cheaper out at the Xfinity Mobile Arena, you know? And so they're like, "Yeah, we took on over your stadium." Oh, yeah, no, we did that. Well, guess what? I mean, you're across I-95. I mean, it's not really that impressive. But I'll tell you what, your team is really, really good. Just got to say, the New York Knicks have a very good basketball team. But the Knicks fans, man, they were so proud. They were pumping their chest. They're like, "We came on into Philly and we took over that stadium." When in reality, I mean, why would Sixers fans go on over there, A, when their team was just not doing so well, and B, you just traveled across I-95. You did. I will give you credit for that. You did take over Cleveland. I will give you that. I will give you that, long ball. I do have to give you that. That was impressive. I will give you that. That's a very, very good point. At least the Royals are going to have the chance to have a good pick in the draft, says Dodger Empire. Ooh, man, what's going on, dude? Dude, I can't wait to take on those Dodgers on Friday. That's going to be fun. Camilo Doval is pitching. He is a lot of fun to watch. Maybe not this season. He has a 5.4 ERA, 17 strikeouts, and 20 innings of work. But when he was on the Giants, he was a lot of fun to watch. Opponents are batting 167. Those are actually right-handed opponents. Left-handed opponents are batting 324 against him. And he has a 1.10 whip on the season so far. Oh, man, I have to go, JJ. I'll see you later. Not unless I see you first. Thank you so much for stopping on in, Mark. I appreciate you, my friend. I will see you tomorrow, unless you see me first tomorrow. The pitch. That's down for a ball. Duvall still firing at 100 miles per hour. That hasn't changed. He's 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Maikel Garcia, that is. Changing the topic. Garcia's facing Duvall, and the 1-0 pitch is way inside for ball 2. Ammonia Sosa is reckless, dude. That is so diabolical. I love Edmundo Sosa, but in left field, it's just not his spot. No, it's not. Ammonia Sosa. That's terrible. Pitch. And that is taken for a strike. Don't get your hopes up. We always beat you all. I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm just ready for this series. I hope it's a good series. I really do. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'll be here Friday late watching that one, JJ, greater than Apple TV. That's right. I'm greater than an apple. I'm a banana. The 2-2 pitch, ground ball, hit over to short, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time, and there's 1 away in the bottom of the 9th inning with no buddy on. O'Neill would fit in your system because he plays right field. Chua says we're good. You'd have two O'Neills. You'd have O'Neill Cruz, and then you have Tyler O'Neill. Along with Ozuna and O'Hearn. Gosh. Oh, man. One ball, no strikes. Bobby Witt Jr., who is hitless in 3 at-bats, is up to bat. 9 homers on the season for Bobby. He's looking for his 10th. 1-0 pitch. That's going to be grounded over to third. Scooped up by the third baseman, and the throw across the diamond is in time for out number 2. Ryan McMahon plays a very good third base. Obviously a Gold Glove-esque player. Oh, boy. Oh, my gosh. Devin Williams is pitching. Oh, we got to watch the Mets game after this. I'm sorry. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. We got to put the Mets game on after this because they might blow it. Oh, no. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Do you have Apple TV? Maybe. Yeah, I got Apple TV. The pitch is taken for a strike. Yeah, that wouldn't be good if I didn't. No balls, 1 strike to Vinny Pasquantino. The Mets might actually Met. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. There's bases loaded and 1 out for the Cincinnati Reds. Oh man. No balls, 2 strikes. Duvall kicks, fires, and that's down for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes. We'll do the Mets game after this. They're in the 9th. The 1-2 pitch to Vinny, and that's going to be chopped back over towards Duvall's way. The throw over to first is in time, and the ball game is over. And the Yankees come into Kauffman Stadium and sweep the Kansas City Royals. They'll be going out to Sacramento. They have an off day tomorrow, and then they take on the Athletics, and they are looking to try to inch their way closer as they knock on the door for the AL East top division spots, and we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, the Kansas City Royals fall, and they lose yet another game, and they just continue to just absolutely play terrible baseball. They got squandered again today by the New York Yankees, and so they lose. Gerrit Cole pitches a gem. 7-0 is the final score. And the game is done. I got to see the rest of this Mets game. I'm sorry. If you want to stay on for that, definitely make sure that you guys do that. All right, so the Mets are up by 2 in the top of the 9th inning. And after this, we're done. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Myers just struck out. Devin Williams trying to get the final out of the game. Devin Williams with 31 pitches in the 9th. 2 outs. Insane. Two outs, top of the 9th. And the pitch from Devin Williams, and that's in there for a called strike. This is Blake Dunn who's up to bat. This would be crazy. Dunn, 3 for 5. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And the Reds are down to their final strike. No Diamond Zone tonight. But just a little bit of some extra baseball coverage, because why the heck not? Speaking of Dunn, speaking of bombs, No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Swung on and missed, and Williams gets the save. It got dicey in the 9th, but Devin Williams is able to shut the door. The former Yankee is able to defend home, and out at Citi Field, Devin Williams secures another save. So the Yankees and the Mets win, and that is how the night of baseball ends on play-by-play with JJ. Okay. JJ, can you do Rockies Dodgers? Not tonight. No, I got some stuff to do. I got some stuff that I got to get done. I got to be productive. But here is what I will say. Okay, so let's take a second. So yeah, the New York Yankees are hot. The New York Yankees are playing really good baseball. It seems like that they're hitting their stride. McMahon had a really good swing. Ben Rice, that beautiful RBI triple that he had was clutch. He also had that 2-run single. He's putting together a really good string of at-bats. Judge seems to be playing better baseball. Big sign, though, for Gerrit Cole for them. This guy returns from Tommy John surgery, and he just pitches a gem the way that he did. People were saying, well, he's not throwing his swing and miss stuff. Like, his changeup just doesn't look as good as it once was. And I'm like, guys, he's coming back from Tommy John surgery, okay? But this is Gerrit Cole that we're talking about. This is Gerrit Cole. This is dominant pitcher Gerrit Cole that we're talking about. And tonight, he put on full display what he is capable of doing. And he was lights out. Absolutely lights out. Got a lot of swing and miss stuff. Got ahead in the counts. And did just a spectacular job of keeping those Royals off balance. From a Kansas City Royals perspective, okay, I've been really disappointed in the Kansas City Royals this year. I actually picked them as my dark horse to go to the World Series. I really did. I'm not saying that they can't do it, but man, oh man, they have been atrocious. Okay, you look at the names on the back of the jersey: Michael Garcia, Bobby Witt Jr., Vinny Pasquantino, Salvador Perez. Okay, they just have all these players that played in the World Baseball Classic, guys that are just really good, solid individuals, but they just haven't found a way to get it grooving. Now, I understand that they lost Matt Strom. That's a bad loss for them, right? I understand that they have some injuries nagging in their bullpen without Carlos Estevez. And Estevez is obviously one of their big key pieces. You know, you have Lucas Ursag as your closer. He just has not been so good. But, you know, like, injuries have been a bad thing for you. Cole Reagans and Chris Bubich are also hurt in your starting rotation, so your pitching is thin. I understand that. I totally get that. But at the same time, the offense just, for some reason, has not been able to produce. Kyle Isbell, who started off really hot, is now cold. Jack Caglione just hasn't panned out for whatever reason. He just has not been doing a good job. And I'm a little bit worried about the Kansas City Royals. I really am. I don't know if they need a shakeup with management or what it is, but I'd like to hear from a Royals perspective on what you guys think is going on. I think it's a combination of injuries and guys just getting cold, but at the same time, it is 162 games, so they can catch fire, absolutely. They can play really good baseball, and they can put up a good stretch of games, but overall, it's been a disappointing season for them. The Yankees, though, are catching fire, and they are getting very hot, especially with Gerrit Cole back. It seems like that they have some really good young pieces. Caballero's playing better. McMahon had himself a nice big swing today. Grisham, when he gets hot, he gets hot. You know, they're still a team to be reckoned with, too. But, yeah, they've been playing better baseball. But I think at the deadline, the Yankees could use another bat. We were talking about it in chat today. Austin Wells offensively is just so bad, and defensively he just has not panned out. Struck out today with the bases loaded. That was not good. But We'll see how they carry themselves into this weekend. We'll see. So with that, that's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you all so much. I love you all very, very much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Lila Tov, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Unless you catch me. 1:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Tigers play. We'll do the Tigers game. Bye-bye. 2 pitching gems by Sanchez and Cole. Don't forget to watch those 2 videos. I took notes. See ya. Good night. Bye.